Founder and president of Green Product Placement here from Baltimore. Her company works with green, local, and socially enterprising products to integrate their brands in film, television, and online media. She founded the company after spending several years of much of her career film and set dressing and decorating, and she's worked on films such as The Replacements, Runaway Bride, 12 Monkeys, Washington Square, Pecker, Contact, and For Richer and for Poorer. And she was very familiar with the use of product placement to dress and prop feature films, and one day the light bulb went off. How great would it be to use this opportunity to help promote businesses that are green and socially enterprising or have a local focus? So that's what she set about doing. And along with several colleagues, she built upon her experience in film and television production to launch Green Product Placement. And she's here to tell us about her business and about how to go about making green normal. Beth.
Thank you. So I want to thank the Better Living show and Capital Pacific Bank, along with Sustainable Business Oregon, for inviting us here to speak to you all. For what it is. It's creative influence. Camels than any other cigarette. 20,679 physicians say Luckies are less irritating. People bought toothache drops for children that contain cocaine. People thought a shampoo that was so rich you only needed to lather once was a good thing. So lathery, no doubt, because of the parabens and other harmful additives. Lysol marketed itself as not only useful for cleaning your home, but also for women's personal hygiene. And cutting-edge face cream contained radioactive radium. So because of what and how things were marketed and used in the past, we're now faced with some serious challenges. Chemical production has grown from 1 million tons in 1930 to 400 million tons in 2000. Chemicals are in use all around us. They're used in cleaners, personal grooming supplies, cosmetics, and computers. Hazardous chemicals have infiltrated all sectors of natural life, wildlife, and the environment, and up to 300 man-made chemicals have been found in humans. Chemical pollutants have even affected the state of plankton in the ocean, which they're very important because they help regulate ocean temperature, and they're the first organisms in the food chain. Rates of human cancer are on the increase. There's a President's Cancer Panel report, which you can download, that recommends to reduce cancer risk, citizens should limit their exposure to environmental toxins, and this includes those typically found in the home. Scientists predict the Earth's temperatures will warm by 11 degrees by 2100 if we keep going the way we've been going. It's already warmed 1.4 degrees since 1900, and we can't go there. A monumental shift in consumption habits needs to happen across the board to lessen the impact of climate change. We know that human health is linked to a healthy environment. So, I worked on Runaway Bride, and we had to dress a hair salon. And my boss, this was in 1998, said, I don't want to use that stinky crap in this set. See if you can get us some organic and natural brands to dress into the Curl Up and Dye salon, which was the Julia Roberts' friends, salon. So even back then, there was an interest in the production industry in using good brands. I also worked for a marketing company, and they would have, sponsorships and that kind of thing. So I asked them, what could a production company do to align themselves with only good brands to place? There was some back and forth. I was like, I wonder if an agency even exists for that. There was some back and forth. He's like, I think you found your next career, smiley face, because it's, we're texting. I did an internet search. I did Google. I went to the National Trademark Registry. There was not a conventional product placement company that specialized in promoting only good brands. So I bought a domain name, and here I am now. So he wrote back. He was extremely excited, and I was off and running. So embarking on this new path, I began to get familiar with the state of green brands in today's economy. First, the good news. Every survey, of course, posts different results, and the range of results can vary greatly. The results I'm about to state paint one of the more positive of pictures. 69% of American consumers said they actively seek opportunities to buy environmentally responsible products and will do so if it's within their budget. And that consumers are most likely to buy green personal care, household, and grocery products, and they plan to buy more green technology, retail, and automotive products in the coming year. And now the bad news. Super greenies, who are the wealthy, educated minority leading the green revolution, they only comprise 5% of the population. Most Americans purchase their consumer products in big retail, but the green choices currently available to them are few. Some retailers are making great strides with, in food and personal care with their own organic lines, or they'll have a few organic lines. But as a share of what goes into each customer's cart, the number of green brands remains very small. Product placement with differing cost. First off, we have product integration, where a product or brand pays to become an integral part of the story, and the characters will even mention or discuss the brand. This can be done in such a way as to seem natural, but a lot of the times it could seem almost like a commercial within the TV show or film. Sometimes the brand is an integral part of the identity character. Think James Bond's Aston Martin. Next, we have product sponsorship, where a brand pays to be part of the project in some way as to get their name in much of the product or even above the title, as Palm Wonderful did in Morgan's movie. They paid $1 million to be above the title. Next, we have featured prop, which is when an item is used noticeably by the main character or main characters. Examples of this would be the phone or the computer they use, drinks you may see several times in their hand, or the car they drive, that kind of thing. Lastly, we actually have the most common and affordable type of brand product placement: background, set dressing, props, and wardrobe. Because brands exist in real life, if you want fiction to reflect real life, or even reality shows to reflect real life, you're going to have branded items. From the items in the character's fridge, to the toothpaste they use, to the beer they drink, these are all opportunities to naturally include branded items in both fictional and real life content. Greater population, which then has an effect as a change in consumer buying habits, and this then helps to slow down the waste cycle, the global warming, and contributing to better health for people, animals, and planet. So what started out 11 months ago as a desire to provide a service for production personnel to be a place where they could just find great green brands to place has grown in scope to be a real force for change in an emerging 21st century economy. We'll be happy to answer your questions now about the presentation you've just seen, brand product placement, and sustainability in filmmaking, if that interests you, and productions and any other related topics. I'd like to invite my